And I know that probably a lot of people that have interviewed you have asked you about the whole Diddy situation, and that wasn't my intention to bring up that thing. But one thing I have noticed is that you haven't abandoned him like other people have. People that were close to him before, are afraid to be associated now, to come out and say anything. But you've been seen with him. You've, spoken out. I've seen like on the news before, in relation to it. What is it that makes you loyal to him in that situation?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just, a friend is a friend, man.
But in this business, friend is like very loose for a lot of people, man. Like it's, as soon as like it can
but
be like negative for my name, a lot of people they start to turn away.
Yeah, but even if a person isn't your friend, you know what I'm saying? If like, you shouldn't, I believe you shouldn't wish good, ill will on anybody. You shouldn't, there's no need to, talk negatively about, somebody or think, if you don't, cause half of the time, you really don't know the situation, you know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge, anybody, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
Regardless of how, you know, how I feel or whatever, like I'm not gonna talk about somebody negatively, you know what I'm saying? Especially if I don't know, the circumstances or what have you, you know what I'm saying? So that's just, on the surface level, you know what I'm saying? And especially if I didn't, it's, you can't bear false witness. You know what I'm saying? None of that was my experience. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is what I know, you know what I mean? And
right.
If someone asks me what happened or was what I think or whatever, all I could give them is what I know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like, I'm going to continue, or, that's why whatever you've heard from me say is what it is. Cause that's all I experienced.
What has it been like for you to witness this new era of social media and how people just pile on and on and on about, like, it's just the way that things go viral and people start going crazy about the news? Like, hasn't that been a trip for you to witness?
Yeah, man. I mean, it just says something, you know what I mean? It just seems like, it seems like a trend, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like anything else that, when people first, when people, get a hold of it, it just gets abused. You know what I'm saying? Like, the power of being able to, control or just, say what you want to say and put it, possibly, it all boils down to, people trying to make money, you know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to, you got to know that, when something like that is involved, you know, all bets is off. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got money in the equation, you know what I'm saying? So it's not that surprising. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like anything else, man. It's just being, it's just being exploited, the freedom that people have and the technology. People just using technology, I think, in the wrong way. That's all.
Because you start to see that it's like it reaches a new level of toxicity, right? Like it's like back in the day, the press, you obviously media would run with certain things, and then like you would see like, dang, you guys are really on this one, But now it's like the regular everyday person, this is all entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like people are like they're fighting for their life. These things are happening to them, but it's entertainment to someone else. And it creates
Right.
this almost toxicity of a culture.
Right. It definitely does, man. I mean, I think it's just just another, extension of, people just, having, just being overly like, participating in like, talking, against each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just something that I think is like, it's, the social tendencies that we all have. We all, I think, as social creatures, you know what I'm saying? Social people, it's just, I don't know if the internet was meant to do, to do this to us, but it just takes advantage and exploits our social nature, and like you said, it's gonna become toxic because you're dealing with something that, if you let a billion people talk and give their opinion on something, they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? So,
well, especially without repercussion.
Yeah. So just,
right, because like you see, it's just, it trips me out sometimes when you take a step back and you realize dudes is on here fighting with each other, literally talking about, I want to pull up on you because you got a difference of opinion, or you said this, or you know what I mean? And it's like you getting that angry about something that really don't concern you at the end of the day. It's kind of crazy, right? Like people use the internet as a way to like get their anger and frustrations out in life. Oh, and so like, like I could just be going at this person and saying, this insult, and nothing's ever going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's the way that people use it. And it's crazy how serious people take it.
Yeah. It's not a real place, ladies and gentlemen. I mean,
every now and then a crime can come from it. You know what I mean? Like people are crazy. You never really know who you're talking about. There are really crazy people on here, but it's just so. I think the problem is that this has become normal in our society. It's become so normalized that we don't realize that the interactions a lot of times aren't normal. You know what I mean? It's not like human beings were meant to like have that kind of interaction or like go so crazy over something that is really dumb at the end of the day.
That's right? A fact. Where in the world? When did we start taking pictures of? When did I ever want you to comment on the bowl of cereal that I ate? You know what I'm saying? Like I keep saying cereal because I'm obviously hungry, but I'm just saying.
Well, I'm sure it was a trip for you, right? When you got out of prison, like, because you're acclimating back into society and you see like, wow, like this is what everything is like now.
Yeah. Everything is public, which
especially
is not.
Because you come from the days of like, real G's moving silence, but now it's like everybody overshare everything. Like if I got a problem with my homie, I'm going online and putting them on blast online. I'm not even calling my homie first. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's so crazy that the culture that this has created.
It's something like, it's probably something that we never could foresee and that I've never seen before, but at the end of the day, all it is really just, like you said, man, it's just toxicity, you know what I'm saying? And then, people just doing what people do normally. And that's just, just use things, till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? Like that's all it really is. It seems like, man, people just abuse of certain things,
Yeah, most definitely, man.